Weiss and the Knights are 1 out away from advancing to the championship game on Monday. 4-1, Corvallis, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 9th inning.
It's the worst feeling in the world to let your fans down.
It's just the greatest baseball city in the world, if it's not the greatest city in the world.
Portland has had a tough go of it lately from a national perspective, and for whatever reason, there is a real negative storyline out there. We've made the playoffs, the last few years, and we really want to win a championship.
So many times, we get so close, and it's just like this mountain that we can't get over.
I mean, there's a lot of things that go through your mind, right? If we lose that game, am I still the Pickles manager? Are they going to bring me back?
The strike one pitch, a ground ball back of third, fielded by Quinn. Long throw to first, gets him, and the Knights advance to the championship game again. The Knights defeat the Portland Pickles.
Make some noise if you think you need maybe 10 batting helmets full of nachos this season. 10? 20? That's a lot. 50 batting helmets of nachos. Stand up and make some noise.
The thing that appeals to me most about a baseball game are the things that oftentimes just outside of the lines. I love the fact that we can experience a culture that I wouldn't have ever experienced before. And I think that's what's so exciting about visiting parks all around the country and around the world is you get to learn about the culture, learn about the community in ways you never would have by watching a broadcast or driving through town. This is how you really get to meet the people and learn what they love and what's important and have people come together in a way they normally wouldn't.
Walker Stadium during a Pickles game is a microcosm of the city. You have your tattoos. You often have live music. I'm not sure if they've ever put a bookstore or a little free library in it, but I'm sure that's coming. I wish I knew who came up with the term "let your freak flag fly," but I don't know that anyone ever worries about their freak flag when they go to a Pickles game, and that's how it should be.
The clientele that you'll see at any typical Pickles game is just a very interesting cross-section of people from the neighborhood, from the community. There's people that are baseball people, there's people that are just hardcore Portland people. All the different walks of life that show up is really fun to be around.
It's kind of a daily block party. You could come here on a bad game and still have a good day, because ultimately you're just hanging out at the park.
It really is kind of a community meeting place. I don't know anybody I've spoken to who said, yeah, I went to a Pickles game, I didn't have any fun. Nobody says that.
The Pickles are a little bit off, just like Portland. We're a little bit different here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't think this team could fly anywhere else in the league. I really don't.
You can do what you want to do when you go see the Pickles. If you're a baseball nut and you've got your notebook and you're keeping the box score, you can do that. But if you just want to lift a chair over your head because that's what they do, you can do that. So you don't have to know baseball to love the Pickles.
I get inspired every night when I see different kinds of people there. People that aren't as interested in baseball and they aren't as interested in the traditional sport outing. And they come out for all kinds of different things. They came because the band was playing. They came because there was a specific promotion or we were doing something with a particular community group. Now they're opened up to baseball for their whole life. And so I take a lot of pride in that. If you talk to our fans, they're the greatest ambassadors for baseball there is. They love it. They love everything about what's happening.
It's a fun thing we discovered this summer. summer, and this is our 6th game. Yeah, so we love coming. It's fun. It's a great sense of community. I even got a pickle tattoo for my birthday this year. I call him Pickle Boo Boo. It just reminds me, when I was a kid, I used to go to the Oakland A's games with my dad. Now I get to share this memory with her. Like, she never even watched baseball until we came here, and she loves it now. Yeah.
We try to have things for everyone of all ages to experience at a Pickles game. That makes it really special to them and makes them want to come back. You know, we don't want to be a good team. We want to be your favorite team in the world.
I think that we just have an energy and it draws something. We just draw out the weirdest people.
Yep. Gotta keep it weird every night.
You know, we create an environment where we allow people to do what makes them comfortable. And I think sometimes we get really lucky when we have creative people who want to try new things. And our job is to encourage it. We want to encourage positive behavior and having fun.
You know, I've seen people lose their tooth here, and we did a rally one night to try to get as much money as we could for a girl who lost a tooth.
Anything that happens one time can become a tradition. Like the other night, there was just a lady up here with a conch shell. We scored a run, she blew the conch shell. Everyone's got these 3D printed chairs that they raise up on their little sticks. I mean, it just becomes like a rallying cry for who we are, what we do, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. One kid in the bullpen raised a chair over his head in the first season we had. We're like 7 years in, we're still raising the chairs for no reason. It's just fun.
You know, we have all these incredible characters and people that come through every season. This is their stadium, this is their team. You know, we get to be a part of it and we get to help shepherd into the next era of what this can be. But it's for the people, you know, and if they want to bring a conch shell out and blow the conch shell every time we score a run, then we need more conch shells. You know, everyone has a different skill set, or they have something they can bring to it. And that's why I love Portland, because the passion and the creativity around how people express themselves is so fun and unique.
Things can be a little edgy, but it's Portland.
It's probably the most rowdy and fun baseball team I've ever been to.
We're certainly the craziest and the loudest and probably the most lubricated.
It's one of the best events in Portland, hands down. It's baseball, which I love. I grew up in Chicago. I'm a Cubs fan. And when people come to Portland, or even friends have never been, I'm like, you got to go to the Pickles. It's a great community event. Every night's themed. Exploding whales, flying motorcycles, rock and roll bands. We have Sleater Kinney here tonight, which is amazing.
The fact that we can have incredible Grammy-winning musicians out playing on our deck. You know, the fact that Portugal the Man are great fans and supporters is a huge honor for us. And that's what I think is so exciting about Portland. There's such an incredible creative community. They like and they expect you to do something different.
I've sort of made a study over the years of this notion that baseball is dying, which it turns out has been said since the 19th century. You know, the challenges are the same they've always been. There are so many things competing for people's attention.
And if we want to keep up with a younger generation that's moving very fast and has a TikTok, you know, identity, then we have to evolve and we have to make it fun. And, you know, that's why we're really good at being traditional on the field. Our team is amazing. This is real baseball. This is a great game. But we have to add as much stimulation, excitement, funny things that happen.
There aren't any bad ideas until you try it and it doesn't work. And sometimes when it fails, it's more funny than it would have been if it had actually worked the way that it was intended. And we embrace that.
Probably one of the hardest things in the world to try to make funny is like 47 random dogs walking across a baseball field. But I try anyways. I was sitting with some friends once. The feedback I got was like, you know, I didn't really think about your job until one day you were just sitting next to us and the dog parade happened, and then you just started making people laugh. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's it.
We put a comedian on the mic during the game.
Oh, Canada.
I've always done voice since I was a little kid, so if you're just gonna bust out like a,
ooh yeah, let's make some noise for the Macho Man, Walker Stadium.
There's a guy literally here who brings me a Slim Jim every time he comes. As far as what I try to achieve, I just picture it as you're sitting at home watching a baseball game with your friends, and I just have a microphone, so in those moments, I can say what I would say sitting on my couch. It's a level of extroversion that most people don't really get to experience a lot of the time. I also have to go home and sit in a dark room. I might be gone.
Pickles, 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 pickles.
Like, honestly, I think it was just like, oh, I think I can say pickles 3 times in like one of these bars of this weird 90s electro punk song. Sometimes I say bagels just to see if people are paying attention. Rallygator was something that I just said one time. The brine time, like they have shirts that say brine time on them. He's cashing in on my intellectual property quite a bit, but I get paid to watch baseball summer, so I can't really complain.
I think these other teams are kind of missing the point. They're playing baseball to baseball. We play baseball to the fan.
We try something different every night, and they don't all work. More work than don't work, but it's important to try new things and see what happens and listen to people.
When fans come to a game, they don't know what they're going to get, but they realize that it's going to be a good time. If they come to a game and they don't have a good time, they're probably not going to come back. They're probably not going to tell your friends, hey, you got to get over to the stadium and see a game because it's awesome. And yeah, we lost 8-4, but we still had a fantastic time.
Pickles baseball is the best thing to do in the summer in Portland. It's really fun.
Deal.
Our first Pickles game was Nicolas Cage night. They photoshopped Nicolas Cage's face onto a bunch of pickles, which I definitely still have printouts of that. So it's the gift that keeps on giving.
We get really excited every night because we don't know what's going to happen with the rocket launch. We don't know who's going to win the wrestling match. We don't know, what the crazy pet tricks we're going to see that night or what Dylan may or may not do.
There have some owners who would say, we don't feel safe at that ballpark. Those guys, it's out of control. It's not out of control. It is simmering. There's a tension there, but you know what? It never goes over the top.
Other teams, they aren't necessarily as comfortable taking risks and taking chances. If you just say, hey, we're all going to go in there together and we're going to have a great time, the fans notice, and all of a sudden it's something that people can't miss out on. They want to be there all the time because they're going to miss something, and we want that FOMO. We want to think, oh, I missed the Pickles game. Did you see what was going on the berm last night? It was incredible.
It's easier, and you can be quite successful just doing what everyone else is doing. That if you're going to innovate, if you're going to create great new things, you have to push the limits sometimes, and it's not always going to go well.
I mean, we got to leave our fans on the edge of their seats at all times. We want to continue to do things that other bigger teams or MLB teams are like, oh, we're not quite there yet. Well, we think we are.
When you think of Portland, Oregon, we want you to think of the Portland Pickles. And we want you to put a smile on your face and want you to have a great, recollection of our brand and the experience and Portland itself to walk away with, wow, that's a really special place. There was a team called the Portland Mavericks. They set the stage. We would never be able to do the kinds of things we did if the Mavericks weren't ahead of us and doing all this incredible work and having fun every night and doing things differently.
Flashback, early 70s, when Kurt and Bing Russell decided they'd come here. Kurt had been hurt. He basically talked his dad into buying the territory, so he had a place to play. And when the Russell family came up here, they saw just gold. Like, there are enough people who loved baseball, and we were lucky because the Mavs were right at the cusp of to keep Portland weird. So then the Pickles come along 40 plus years later, and it's almost time for a reboot of keep Portland weirder.
I felt that a team like this, taking a chance, could and would be supported, and it was in this town. This is just the greatest baseball city in the world, if it's not the greatest city in the world.
Bing Russell, for whatever reason, just decided, hey, I think I can make short season baseball work in Portland. He probably could have chosen somewhere else, I don't know. And the Mavericks have become now part of this lore as an independent team that did things their own way and was raucous and took a lot of crazy chances and had tryouts and created this environment in Portland that I don't think anybody realized could work.
Not many teams in this league are as zany as the Pickles. I know there are other owners in the league who look at the Pickles the way the Northwest League teams used to look at the Portland Mavericks. They should learn from Ellen that you want to win, and you want to play good baseball even if you don't win, but zany matters.
If you work hard and bribe the right people, you can coach baseball too. Go two, go two, go two, go two, go two. What are you doing? 2 bases.
Joe Garza was a bench player, pretty good hitter, but part-time guy. There's 1 out in the 9th, and Joe sees a broom, and he tiptoes out, goes up in the stands, and he starts sweeping spontaneously. People started going, sweep, 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 and we finish it. Joe holds the broom up, and he lights it, and the crowd goes crazy. Nobody knew what he was doing. It became a thing after that, and then Big made it a big commercial. If you brought a friend and a broom, your friend got in for free.
I think that we just have an energy and it draws something. I put up some secret cameras, which is a delight. And then this morning at 4:30 in the morning, I look at my phone and we have a text message that said, hi, so I think that I ID'd the suspect that broke into the ticket booth yesterday. He is currently here lighting a broom on fire outside of the stadium. And I found the broom, and the broom is definitely going into the yard sale tonight.
We take a lot of inspiration from the past. You know, you've got to have a lot of things happening. You've got to have a lot of storylines. It doesn't all have to be about the actual game.
We spend a lot of our time in the off season developing concepts that we can expose, well, not necessarily expose, but just share stories with people. And we try to make our nights memorable. We focus on stories from the community. So there was a whale that got exploded over on the coast years ago, and the anniversary came up, and we said, hey, it's baseball. Let's blow up a whale.
It had to be said, the Oregon State Highway Division not only had a whale of a problem on its hands, it had a stinking whale of a problem. What to do with one 45-foot, 8-ton whale dead on arrival?
The fact that no one really knows what's going to happen, and it's like that mystery behind it, the expectations, where it's like they're going to blow up a whale, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, it was like a paper mache whale that they like shot toothpaste out of or whatever, but it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Blowing up a whale is way cooler than fireworks.
We try to build this thing in a grassroots way. I mean, we're DIY till we die. I mean, that is how we see this. This is punk rock baseball. You know, we have an incredible staff. No one works harder than our staff. No one's more excited to be there every day. That's the culture that we want from on the field and off the field. Hardworking, put your head down, and have fun every single day.
We did an Evel Knievel because we are the Pickles, and it really sounded like something that was gonna work. If you come to that game that night, it was a great night of baseball, but then you get to stay afterwards and watch a motorcycle jump over an 8-foot tall pickle with flames coming out the back. Last year, we were successful in launching a pickle to the moon. So this year, we decided to take it one step further, and we took Dylan on a journey to Uranus. So it was Space Picks 2, Journey to Uranus. Got out there in the middle of the field, tried a couple times, and he might not have made it to Uranus, but we've always got next year. And sometimes Dylan makes really bad choices, but has anybody gone into the picture, the thumbs up?
And trending on this Thursday morning are the Portland Pickles. They're investigating what they call a disturbing image posted to their Twitter page.
Whoever posted it says that, no, Pickles giving a thumbs up.
We did have an incident a few years ago where we did a little mascot takeover, and Dylan was hanging out with his friend Basil the chicken, and he put up a couple photos, and he was just trying to say hi to the world, and one of them was a little bit risque.
People on the internet were like, what about the children? And it's like, no one's ever been more dressed than this in their life. Like, no one is naked. What are you talking about?
Dylan means well, you know, he's just a pickle.
Oh, Dylan is Portland. You never know quite what you're gonna get.
He's just bringing love to everybody and joy.
At least at the ballpark, you're always happy when Dylan's around. It's kind of hard to be angry when you got this 7-foot pickle snapping on your suspenders.
Dylan, we're having a nice moment here, and then you come and wreck it with your big deal.
Watching people walk into the stadium and seeing Dylan there welcoming people just light up. Everybody in Portland probably has a selfie with Dylan at this point. And if not, there's still time.
I love seeing Dylan because I like his face and his warm hugs.
He tries hard, he does make mistakes from time to time, and he's learning, he's doing well. He is our best ambassador. He has a lot of job responsibilities here at the bar, at the merch store downtown, our jar, at the park. He's the hardest working pickle in town.
Dylan T. Pickle, yeah!
Yep.
Well, Dylan is showing master level soccer playing right now. Great defending, great offense. He gets back on defense when he needs to get back. Great pickle.
He got me! Damn!
Never trust a pickle.
That was good pickle.
Your opinions always had two faces. I just don't care.
We love you. Our dog is named Pickles.
I just don't
Portland Pickles! Awesome.
Before the Pickles took up residence at Walker Stadium, Lentz Park had started to get a rather nasty reputation. You didn't want to be there after dark. And Walker Stadium, it's now a place to go. And it's a perfect place for the Pickles.
Behind home plate are arguably the best baseball seats in all of baseball. If you're behind home plate, you're 30 feet from the batter, and you got a big old screen in front of you. It's just awesome.
It's a sport that's played in the dirt, and so it's like how much luxury boxes and how much of this do you really need? We're kind of proving over and over again, none of it. Like, we need grass for dogs and kids to run around on. We need picnic tables for people to sit with their 5 best friends and yell at a 19-year-old kid from Long Beach. Like, that's what we need.
Down to earth baseball. For the fans, with the fans, we get to experience it with the players.
We're the only team in the league that plays in a city park with trees all around us. You don't get any better baseball than that. It's what baseball was always meant to be.
People come in, they watch the game, they come because it's the Portland Pickles and there's things going on in the stadium. It's a fun environment. I think the narrative is that that's how we play. And that can be the furthest thing from the truth. I like to have fun. But when the lights come on, it's time to go to work and I'm laser focused and so are they.
You know that if you go to a West Coast League game, you are seeing multiple Major League players on the field.
This is probably my favorite level of baseball. I mean, these are the best college kids in the country right now, giving it their all every night. Our coaches play to win.
People don't understand, Portland is a great sports town. I mean, they're going to support a winner. They're going to support a team or a person that plays the game the right way and plays hard and doesn't take a day off. And that's the kind of team that we build here. We build a team that's more blue collar than anything else.
Meggs brings in these guys that are just gritty, junkyard dog type of players, and they don't care about the odds.
And he's old school baseball. He's not afraid to have them lay down a bunt. He's not afraid to double steal.
We want to develop players for their schools they're going back to, but also we want to mimic what it's like to be a professional baseball player and how they have to go about their business because it is a job.
When we started, almost 10 years ago, it was just fun. And now we're seeing, our teams are good. We've won more games this year than we've ever won. So we're seeing a real influx of talent and people that want to come play here. I mean, having our first pickle make his debut in the major leagues was an incredible achievement this year.
3-1, hitters count. Manzardo drives one way back. Goodbye.
I think it gave everyone a little bit of a, oh wow, it's not just us having fun in Southeast Portland, but it is actually something that is really meaningful and the people are having great experiences here and going on to the highest level in baseball.
In the West Coast League, the Pickles are all hosted by host families who volunteer their time and their care and their houses and their families to help them achieve their dreams, right? So it's a very special thing to be able to do. Sorry.
Are you crying?
I am, sorry. I'm just a little sad that he's gonna be leaving soon, sorry. Some of them have kids of their own, some of them are grandparents.
Some are like a couple bachelors that want to hang out and do cool stuff, and other people are like have an extra spare bedroom, young kids, they get to learn from a college player. It's really a special thing.
It's just been fun, like getting to take in a random 20-year-old kid, and like my friends and I have been joking we're giving him the best summer of his life, but like he's giving me the best summer of my life. Like, I love Tony beyond words. I hope he actually watches this. I love you. It's okay that you never say it back. Tony, did you see it? Tony!
There's, oftentimes shenanigans. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of laundry and dishes. My kids learn from them that, you can go out and do hard things. You move into people's houses that you did not know the day before. And suddenly, you're eating breakfast with them. And, I hope they go out and, and not be turds, right? And just go out and just be awesome and, go out and do amazing things in the world.
Wow!
They're good students, they're athletes, they're kind human beings, and they're pickles. And that's the culture here. So it's a gift to be a host mom. I will say, I don't do their laundry.
Wow.
I don't go in the room.
It's the pictures we hear about.
With the 2-2, swung on, high fly ball out to right field. Your Portland Pickles are advancing to the next round of the West Coast League playoffs.
The Pickles will take on the lonesome Corvallis Knights on Wednesday in Corvallis for the second round. If your Portland Pickles win that game, the West Coast League Championship would happen right here at Walker Stadium on Friday.
We've made the playoffs, the last few years, and we really want to win a championship. We got to go up against the evil empire at some point in Corvallis, but if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. We're excited to keep this thing moving and see if we can't get that ring.
Oh, if we could bring in a championship, this town would go crazy, absolutely crazy. Got a couple more games to go before we get there, but I believe in my Pickles.
Everyone knows going into the playoffs, you're going to have to beat the Knights at some point, probably, because they're so good and so well coached year in, year out.
They're always the best team in the league. So many times, we get so close, and it's just like this mountain that we can't get over.
Swing, ground ball, softly hit. Here comes Lopez, and he can't barehand it. The run scores. The game is over.
First gets him, and the Knights advance to the championship game again.
My beer league hockey team won a championship that I scored the game-winning goal for, but aside from that, no, we've never won anything.
The Corvallis Knights are the great unsung story in all of baseball, at least in North America. There's probably some team on another continent someplace that has done something even more impressive. But to win 7 straight championships, it's a truly phenomenal accomplishment.
Nobody can argue with how Corvallis goes about their business. 7 championships, players drafted.
Stephen Kwan, Adley Rutschman, Brooks Lee, Travis Bazzana. I can't even think of all the pitchers who wound up in the major leagues who pitched for the Knights.
The Corvallis Knights are like the New York Yankees of the West Coast League. I mean, they're just efficient. They're really great players. They've got guys who are in the big leagues.
This is a first-class organization and a first-class stadium. These guys are the best.
This is Mike Parker welcoming you to the West Coast League South Division Championship game tonight in a rematch of a year ago right here in this ballpark between the 7-time consecutive champion Corvallis Knights and the rival from up the road in the Rose City, the Portland Pickles.
We coming out here to compete, man. We got a lot on the line. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun and enjoy it. We come this far, why not just get the ring today?
Follow our process. Just trying to get game 43. I say this to you every day. Do your stuff, have a regular day. Let's get the hell after it.
It's batting practice.
It's gonna be a fun game. I think you sort of gotta enjoy the moment, no pressure, just have some fun with it. We're gonna pitch, play defense, and figure out how to score one more run than they do.
We're good. Here we go. All right, have fun.
Come on, baby!
78 degrees on this Wednesday night as we get underway on a beautiful evening for baseball, the South Division Championship game, which gets off to a good start for the red-hot Portland Pickles. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Ginger's got a little something, doesn't
well,
he?
he's throwing out 2 different spots.
Right.
You don't see that very often. Pretty
Alex
nasty
Gouveia
stuff.
leads things off for the Pickles in the top of the second inning, no score. The pitch to Gouveia, fly ball to left field, lost in the sun by Brandon Cabrera. Delivers the 1-1 pitch, a line drive to left field. Cabrera again fights the sun, makes the catch. Gouveia tags Alex to the plate and scores on the sacrifice fly. The Pickles take the initial lead, and the Pickles fans are whooping it up to our right. Ginger's 3-2 pitch, a slap shot into left, base hit. Coming down the line to score is Lavin. McAnally into third. Yukimoto racing for second. The throw, he's out at second. 2 down. The Knights pull even at 1. A little bit of a Portland Timbers kind of feel over there, it sounds like. Cohen from the stretch, delivers. Fastball lifted to right center field. It's a long run. And Tony Otis into second with a double to right center. Second and third, 1 out for the Pickles. Hernandez to the plate. Ground ball up the middle into center field. Base hit. Barber scores. Briseño right behind him to score. And their fans are out chanting the Knights fans here, even though the Knights fans are here in greater number. Murphy Ginger has gone all the way and has pitched very well. The strike 2 pitch to McAnally, a blooper into shallow left, and it will be caught on an incredible play. A diving catch by Kashimoto. The throw back to first, not in time. A brilliant catch by Cody Kashimoto. I mean, it is one of the plays of the season right there. The 1-1 pitch on the way. A bunt up along first. It's a good bunt. Weiss has no play. It's a base hit. Ground ball back up the middle into center field. Kashimoto will score. The throw to the plate not in time. And the Portland Pickles lead it 4-1 on the RBI single by Armando Briseño. Dylan the Pickle and the Pickles fans on their feet, chanting, standing, and whooping it up. If they have brought the energy, the enthusiasm, and the determination to be part of a group that ends the night's run. They're 3 outs away from ending the reign. The Knights are down to their final 3 outs in the summer of 2024 and in their amazing 7-year run as West Coast League champions.
You know, you always go into a game going, what if? You always wonder what's going to happen.
That was the heck of a baseball game. 2 really good baseball teams going after each other. You got to knock a champion out. You have to knock him to the ground. And if you don't, they're going to come off the canvas and beat you. And Corvallis is a champion.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Chris Downs from the stretch. Duford is hit by the pitch. Quinn spun around. The Pickles dugout is arguing that Quinn might have spun around into the path of the pitch.
You know, I've been commissioner for 6 years, and I've never handed out a championship trophy to anyone else. They're always just good enough at the end of the season to win the championship again.
The Knights certainly showing a flair for the dramatic tonight. If they're going to make it 8 straight championships, this may be the most spectacular of all if they end up winning it. Walter McAnally on deck. Lavin's had a good summer. He's had a good ball game. 2 for 3 on the night. Delivers a chopper to the shortstop. Short hop by Kashimoto. The throw to first is in time. And the Portland Pickles have knocked off the Corvallis Knights and ended the incredible run. And the Pickles fans are celebrating, and they will celebrate exuberantly, will the Pickles players, and deservedly so.
I think we were the only one on the West Coast that thought we were going to win that night.
Just incredible feeling when that last out happened. Just to know that we can come in the 9th and shut them down like that was the best.
I was on the bus home already, and it sunk in. We're playing for a championship. Yeah.
We're gonna enjoy this until midnight tonight, but we ain't done.
Well, hello once again, baseball fans and addicts, wherever you may be. It's time for Pickles Championship Baseball. Tonight, your West Coast South champion Portland Pickles play host to WCL North champion Wenatchee Apple Sox in a winner-take-all game.
You know, a playoff run is unlike anything in the world. It is something that you don't recover from. I think it's with you forever because you've come together with so many different kinds of people in a very intense short period of time for one common goal to support this team.
How does it feel to have the game at home at Walker Stadium?
That's awesome. Great for the organization, great for the fan base, great for the players. Just great for the city of Portland.
I think what was really, really cool for us was seeing the fans come out in force.
The atmosphere here is unbelievable. You know, we've been doing this for 8 years now. I remember back our very first press conference, we said one of our goals was to bring rings here. We wanted rings, we want that championship trophy, and you know, we're 9 innings away from it tonight.
This is how the story ends. This is the way that it's supposed to end.
I tell myself daily when I say my prayers to remember that this game is about the players and check my ego and make sure that I let the players play.
The energy here at Walker Stadium, you can almost taste it. Called strike 3. Ron the Key-Man gonna hang the first K. 1, 2, 3. The Apple Sox go here in the first inning. Rosenio at first. Kashimoto at third. Pitch on the way, bunt shown. Bunted down the first base side. They're gonna underhand to the plate. And safe at home! Raise those chairs, Pickles fans! Freddie Beal swung on, hit sharply to short, under the glove of Kashimoto into center field. Now the 1-0 swung on, hit up the middle, and that's going to get into center field for a base hit. Hitting the bag at third and being held up, and now coming home as the ball gets under Tony Otis's glove and rolls almost to the warning track. Freddie brings in the 3-0, swung on, blooped out to center field. Tony Otis makes a running grab. Gonna try and get the double play at first, but nobody was there to cover. Swung on, hit the third. Nice grab by Govea. Throws across the diamond in time. 5-3 the putout. Pickles are finally out of the third, but not before 2 runs come in.
We did things that night that we hadn't done all year. You know, we made, I think, 3 errors. We don't make errors. So I just didn't think we played great. I'm not taking anything away from Wenatchee. I would never do that. But when people say it was a trap game, yeah, I was very much aware it was a trap game.
Are we having a battle between the 2 bad boys? This is so great. This is so on brand and on the biggest stage. Pitch on the way, swung on. That one hit into left field. That's going to get down for the base hit. 1 run's going to score. Right to the back of third, heading home on Mondo Briseño. And we've got a tie game. Freddie shakes off Stewart, has his sign. 2-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Freddie Rodriguez. One on the way, swung on, popped up. Out to left field. Cam Hoyland gonna try and track it down, makes the catch, tagging from third and heading home. Got him! To the top of the 9th we go, still tied at 4. Spanked out to right field, that's going to get down, and it is a fair ball. That'll run all the way to the wall, round the bag of third, headed home. Max Hartman, he's going to score. The Apple Sox take a 5-4 lead in the top of the 9th on an RBI double from James Castagnola.
To have Wenatchee come in, you know, in the top of the 9th and say, like, you know, oh, we're not here for your storybook ending, like, we're here to win. You know, they executed their plan, and they got a lead in the 9th, and then things got real quiet.
1-2 again, swung on, missed. Aaron Barber down on strikes, 1 away for the Pickles here in the 9th inning. 2-1 now. Swung on that one. Bloop over to first. Throw to second. Relay to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. Armando Briseño out. Going to second. Tanner Griffith replaces him at first.
Yeah, so those two quick outs, that got a little bit worrying. It was, oh boy, we've come so far, it can't end this way.
I think once we got to this point where, is it possible we're not going to win this game? You play the game at home, you got all the things going for you, you've got the pitcher you want going, you've got the right lineup, you feel good about it.
So Portland down to their last out.
You always have to believe in your pickle. Never doubt your pickle.
Swung on, hit to the right side. That's going to find its way through to right field for a base hit. That'll move Tanner Griffith up to second. Alex Govea with a 2-out single. 0 for 1 tonight. Runners on at first and second, 2 down. Runners go 2-0, low, throw down to third, not in time! A double steal puts Tanner Griffith on at third and Alex Govea on at second. Tying run now 90 feet away. And they're gonna go ahead and issue the walk to Riley McCarthy. So your bases are brined. A walk here ties the game. An HBP ties the game. A wild pitch could tie this game. Vassar's next pitch. Outside, ball 3.
Could just something go right?
Nowhere to put Diego Castellanos. Vassar with the 3-1. Ball 4 and we are tied. Raise those chairs, Pickles fans! Come on! Diego Castellanos with the RBI. Riley McCarthy down to second. Alex Govea to third. Tanner Griffith coming in with the game-tying run here in the bottom of the ninth, and they are going wild here at the walk. First pitch to Connor Stewart. Swung on. Slow roller to short. Bobbled by the shortstop. Right comes in. The Pickles win. Raise those chairs. Rearrange the furniture. Your Pickles are the 2024 West Coast League champions in the most bonkers ninth inning I have seen in some time. They are mobbing each other out past first base. We've already got a dog loose on the field. We got smoke bombs going off everywhere.
Summer Bowl, and how about them Pickles, baby?
Amazing. Winning for the guys and for the city of Portland.
No words.
Oh no, please no. And then they get the bases loaded. Connor gets the game-winning hit. And then it was just great. covered in champagne right now.
World champions of the West Coast League is what we're going with. And it feels crazy. It's surreal. Do you see, I mean, all the people that storm the field, like, that doesn't happen in any other team, any other league. These people are not sports fans, they're not baseball fans, they're pickle fans. And that's what matters.
3, 2, 1. Dylan is a pickle, a very green pickle. Dylan is the pickle of the Portland Pickles. We are the Pickles. Pickles. Pickles are the champions. Pickles are the champions. Pickles are the champions. Pickles are the champions. The Pickles are the champions. Pickles are the champions. Yeah. Uh-huh. They brought the Rallygator out. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. We are the Pickles. Pickles. We are the Pickles. Pickles. They got a walk-off single, yeah. 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 We are the Pickles. Pickles. We are the Pickles. Pickles. Ralphie is the goat, yeah. Ralphie is the goat, yeah. Pickles are the goat, yeah. Pickles are the goat, yeah. Ralphie is the goat, yeah. Ralphie is the goat, yeah. Pickles are the goat, yeah. Pickles are the goat, yeah. We want more dolphin, more dolphin. We want more dolphin, more dolphin. Okay, Slay. Okay, that was terrible.